The mysterious prison letters. From cell whisper to parliament storm. It didn't begin in parliament. It began in a cell. Kogosi Mampuru Correctional Facility. Late 2025. The nights were long, heavy, filled with the metallic echo of doors and the quiet tension of men who knew too much. That's where Jermaine Prim met the man everyone feared, Mkhwanazi Mkhwanazi. They shared a cell. At first, it was silence. Then came the talking. Mkhwanazi didn't speak like a prisoner. He spoke like a man still in control. He joked about the system, about how things worked, about who really ran what. According to Prim, there was nothing cautious about him, no fear, no hesitation. Because inside those walls, Mkhwanazi was not treated like the others. Doors opened for him. Movements were relaxed. And sometimes, late in the day, visitors would arrive. Not family, not lawyers, officials. Prim watched it all, listened carefully. And slowly, the pieces began to form something far more dangerous than prison gossip. The confessions. One night, Mkhwanazi spoke more openly than usual. He described money payments made to protect his interests. He spoke of influence of high-ranking figures who could make problems disappear. And then, names. Prim would later write that Mkhwanazi described a connection to Senzo Makunu. He told a story about an affidavit, prepared in advance, placed in front of him, signed without reading, a denial written before the truth could be questioned. Mkhwanazi, Prim claimed, laughed about it. But it didn't end there. There were whispers about meetings, about who arranged them and who took the blame. The name of Becky Seal surfaced, not as fact, but as part of a narrative that, according to what Prim heard, may not have been true. The deeper Prim listened, the clearer it became. This was bigger than one man. The decision to write. Prim faced a choice. Stay silent and survive quietly. Or write. He chose to write. 8 pages, handwritten, detailed, careful, every word carrying risk. He addressed it to a contact linked to the Mkhwanazi MK party, hoping it would reach someone who would take it seriously. Someone outside. Someone who couldn't be controlled from inside a prison. Eventually, the letter made its way to one man, Lanla Mkhwanazi. Early 2026, the letter surfaces. When Mkhwanazi read it, he didn't dismiss it. He noticed something others might have ignored. Details. Specifics that had never been made public. Information that suggested the writer wasn't guessing. He was recounting. To Mkhwanazi, that gave the letter something dangerous. Credibility. March 2026. Parliament. The chamber was tense. Members of the ad hoc committees sat ready, aware that something significant was about to be presented, but not how deep it would cut. Mkhwanazi stood, the letter in his hand. 8 pages that had traveled from a prison cell, through hidden channels, into the heart of government. He began to speak. He laid out the story. Prim, the cell, the alleged confessions, the unusual privileges, the visits, the names, the connections, the contradictions. Each word landed heavier than the last. By the time he finished, the room had changed. This was no longer just an allegation. It was a crack in the system, a suggestion that power, crime, and protection might be intertwined in ways few dared to say out loud. Mkhwanazi placed the letter down, and in that moment, what started as whispers in a prison cell became a national question. Not whether the letter existed, but whether the truth inside it could be ignored.